Nation, Thursday night football is here. Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Saints. If and then Thursday. Sorry about that. Woo! We got keys to victory. What we're looking for. And some big trades happen across the NFL landscape. What is going on in Kansas City? But first.
And now, Mike's thoughts.
The Kansas City Chiefs have officially traded for wide receiver McCole Hardman. The same McCole Hardman that went and signed with the Jacksonville or the New York Football Jets because he thought the grass was greener on the other side. My man's like, hey, I'm going to win me a Super Bowl. Well, guess what? He has like 3 catches on the whole season. He is not being used. He's using about 10% of the snaps. My man is just second fiddle there. Third fiddle, fourth fiddle. But Kansas City's like, hey, come on back home, big guy. You can sit on the bench right here in Kansas City. Kansas City's Chiefs fans. This is me speaking to you as a brother. This is me speaking to you as a sister. As a father figure, as a mother, grandparent, whatever. McCole Hardman is not going to make a difference in Kansas City. Okay? McCole Hardman is not going to elevate the wide receiver play in Kansas City. McCole Hardman is not the end-all, be-all in Kansas City. Wrap your head around it. He is just not that guy. He wasn't that guy in previous years. That's why we let him walk away. And now you think since he spent 6 weeks in New York that he's going to all of a sudden come back and be some high-flying number 1 receiver? Shut up. Just shut up. And then the whole Frank Clark thing. I don't understand. I do not understand at the end of the day. I just don't get it. Slow it down, baby. Slow it down. But McCall Hardman to the Chiefs. It is happening. It has happened. He probably won't be active versus the Chargers. Got a bye week coming. Maybe by bye week. I don't know. McCall Hardman to the Kansas City Chiefs is not tickle my pickle. Cue that intro.
Choo-choo. You don't want to be every time, no. I would like to personally welcome you to Man Hour After Dark. Say that thing. While I bring you the host, Mike, Buck, and Cone. You know who's coming to the stage. Sports talk than what you about to hear right here. I second that. Go. You know that that's us when we talking about sports. Giving you facts on the field to the core. Tune in, we need the support. 1 hour too short, then listen some more. On all your stations, not dropping no music. Starts like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs, you know what's going on. Man, now we're After Dark, no LA, we the big spark. No 4th and inches, won't cut you short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzz beaters. We coming live, all 3 speakers go.
And what is up, Man Hour Nation? Michael Buckheiser here with the Man Hour. Turn over to manhourradio.com. Check out the merchandise page or check out the blog section as well. We got a great show lined up for you today. We got a thing we're looking for, the Jacksonville Jaguars versus Saints. We got a little bit of if and then we got some open forum talks. Whatever you guys want to talk about, drop it in the chat, and we will talk about it today. Because this is live, raw, uncut NFL talk every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. East Coast time. But most importantly, guys, I want you guys to smash that like button right now. Whatever platform you're listening to us on, hit that like button. It will trigger the algorithm. It will push it out to the masses and people. Guys, this is the best damn NFL show on the planet. We go above and beyond each and every day. We give you content, live content 7 times a week. We give you clips every 3 hours. We give you podcasts. We give you shorts. We give you TikTok. No, everything is happening right here on Man Hour Radio. So hit that like button, please, and also share it with a couple friends. If you're going to miss any part of the show, guys, any part of the show whatsoever, head over to manhourradio.com. Click on that listen tab. and the podcast form will be right there. It'll be right there for you to listen to. So bada bing, bada boom, it is there, baby. But it is time. We do got some people in chat today. My man, Alpha Rob is in the chat. Long time no see, Alpha Rob. I see you over there. Why is my chat not working? Alpha Rob, what is up, man? We see my man Drew in the chat as well. Man, all the OGs are out today. Also got Nana in the chat. What is going on? Is this 2022 all over again? Got Nana, Alpha Rob, and Drew all in the chat at the same time. What? Slow it down, baby. Slow it down. But if you guys are here, let us know. Give it a hashtag #ManHourLive, and let's get into it. Let's get into it. So, guys, it is Thursday edition, October 19th, 2023, and we do got some Thursday night football action tonight. We do have the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New Orleans Saints. This game is it's intriguing in many, many ways because we don't know who is going to play yet. It is Thursday morning, 10 a.m. East Coast time, and we don't know if Trevor Lawrence is going to play. We don't know if Derek Carr is going to play. Hell, we don't even know if Michael Thomas is even on the roster. There's a lot of question marks going into this game, but there are a few things that I am looking forward to in this game. Number one, I am looking to see if the Jacksonville Jaguars defense is for real. My man over on youtube.com/manhour, XD Gamer, has been talking up his Jaguars for the last 2-3 weeks, right? He has been putting them up on this pedestal. Says, my defense is great. My defense is amazing. Tonight, I want to see it. I want to see if the Jacksonville Jaguars is the real deal. It is on primetime TV. I get a chance to sit there and really diagnose it live, and I want to see if they are the real deal. I want to see if the Jacksonville Jaguars defense is real. Number two, the New Orleans Saints offense. I want to watch them. I want to see if the play calling is as bad as people say it is. Now, I have watched the condensed games, and I've been kind of watching other pieces, right? I've been basically watching the defensive side of the ball for the Saints because I think their defense is a top 5 defense in the end, and I think they're really, 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 really good. So I want to sit down and watch the Saints play calling. I want to see if Derek Carr had a right to call out the offensive coordinator. I want to see if Derek Carr had the right to be like, hey, our offense sucks. I want to see them push the ball down the field. So I'm looking for that as well. And the third thing I am looking for is the QB injury room. Trevor Lawrence is questionable still. Derek Carr had that AC joint issue 2-3 weeks ago. I want to see if he is 100%. Quarterback play is going to be very, very key in this game, and I want to see the growth of each quarterback in this game. Obviously, we know who Derek Carr is, a nice little game manager that pushes the ball down the field every now and then. Trevor Lawrence still kind of up in the air. And if you listen to my man BC Combs, he's a bust. So we will see what it is. So 3 things that I'm looking for in this game. Jacksonville Jaguars defense. Are they the real deal? The Saints play calling and the quarterback injury room. Are the quarterbacks that injured? I got my man Patriots End Zone in the chat, a.k.a. Wayne Z. I got the chat to pop up. There we go. He says, is the Saints offense really a true test for the Jacksonville Jaguars defense? To be determined, Wayne G, right? Let me ping pong that back and forth. Let me waffle around that like that answer. If the Saints played the way they did the first couple weeks, yes. A healthy Derek Carr, healthy Michael Thomas, yes. But then you sneak in some Alvin Kamara in there, and if everybody is healthy and the play calling is up to par, I guess you can say, yes, I think it is a really true test for the Jacksonville Jaguars defense. I think the Saints are really underrated right now. Yes, they are kind of struggling. Yes, they don't have those big signature wins that we're looking for. I mean, it is only week 6 or week 7 going into week 7 of the NFL season. So it is hard to say, yes, the Saints are who we thought they were. We thought they were going to be a bottom feeder team, or yes, they are overrated. So this is a true test for both teams, right? Thursday night, you're going to get a very vanilla offense, very vanilla defense. So it's going to be my best versus your best. Stop me if you can. So I do think, after ping-ponging back and forth, after waffling around the answer, shaking my head, shaking the brain, I do think it is a true test for the Jacksonville Jaguars defense tonight. I think Derek Carr is a good matchup for the Jaguars. He also says, Beastie is wrong. Lawrence first season's on par with Peyton Manning. So is Dak Prescott's first 6 seasons. So we can spin that any way you want. If you are in the Facebook page there, Wayne G, people do not like my comparison to Dak Prescott to Peyton Manning. So let me do one this afternoon and see how pissed off people get then about Trevor Lawrence and Peyton Manning. We will see how that goes down that rabbit hole. See what kind of death threats I get in the comments after that. But it is what it is. But I do think the Saints are a true test for the Jacksonville Jaguars tonight. So those are 3 things that we're looking for in tonight's game. But now, the keys to the victory. There are many keys to victories in many, many games. You can do a little bit of this. You can do a little bit of that. But this, I'm going to give you 3 things how the Jacksonville Jaguars can beat the New Orleans Saints tonight. Number 1 is you have to get turnovers. The defense of the Jacksonville Jaguars thrives off of turnovers. I believe they have 15 turnovers so far this season, and they are number 1 in the NFL with that. I'm relying on XD Gamer here, but he says they have 2 secondary players that have 3+ interceptions so far this season. So they thrive off of turnovers, and you can see it. Derek Carr starts to crumble when you start to turn the ball over in it. So you got to get turnovers. Number 2 is you have to run the ball. Yes, I know Cam Jordan is a beast. Yes, I know that defense of the Saints is really, really good. But obviously, Trevor Lawrence is a little hobbled. We don't know whether he's going to play tonight or not. We don't know. He's still questionable. They haven't said yay or nay yet. So I want to have a solid running game in place. I want to see Travis Etienne get 20, 25 carries this game. I want to see Travis Etienne eat the crap out of the ball. Over and over and over again, Travis Etienne has to get the ball. Also, on the flip side of that, the third key to the victory is limit the rollouts. I don't want to see Trevor Lawrence on design rollout plays. I do not want to see Trevor Lawrence on design speed options. If he is truly very questionable and doubtful for tonight's game, and he does play, obviously that knee is bothering him still. Yes, he can say he feels better, but let's say I had the flu 2 days ago, and I'm still puking my brains out, but I can feel better, right? I feel better, but even though I'm still like 10%, like you can feel better, but you're still not there yet. So if Trevor Lawrence does play, limit the rollouts, limit the design, the designed like speed options and like all of that crap. Just keep him in the pocket, shotgun. Don't even let him move. Just boom, boom, boom. Right? Nice quick passes. So defense needs to get turnovers, run the damn ball, and limit the rollouts. Limit Trevor Lawrence movements. I think that is how the Jacksonville Jaguars can and will win tonight. So on the flip side of that, you do have the New Orleans Saints. The Saints are a team that I've been kind of like really high on, and now I'm like, oh, stay away from them. They got that poison apple. You don't know what is going to happen, but they can win tonight if they do these 3 things. These 3 things the Saints can do to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. That is number 1, put pressure on Trevor Lawrence. Put pressure on Trevor Lawrence, play after play after play. Like I just said about the Jacksonville Jaguars, he is questionable. You don't know how good that knee is. Test that knee. Test that knee. Test his mobility. Test his patience. Test his offensive line, right? Test it over and over and over again. Put pressure on Trevor Lawrence and that quarterback. Number 2, figure out who you are. Figure out who you are on the offensive side of the ball. The play calling for the Saints, like I said, have been very, very suspect. The play calling for the Saints has been not up to par for Derek Carr. You also have a banged up offensive line. So figure out what you're going to do tonight. early and repeat it over and over and over and over again. Are you going to be a dominant running team? Are you going to be a push the ball, I want to score 70 points a game team? Tonight, figure out who you are. Determine yourself who you are on the offense, but to figure out your identity on the offensive side of the ball. And number 3, this is a very, very key. Know you are better than the Jaguars. When you walk out there and you know you are better than said team, said player, said tournament bracket, right? You walk out there with a certain type of confidence, knowing that anything you do, they cannot stop. And right now, I think the Saints are better than the Jaguars on all aspects of the game. Better on the offensive side of the ball, better on the defensive side of the ball, better in the line, better in the linebackers. They are better in every aspect than the Jacksonville Jaguars, and they need to know that. When the Saints walk out onto the field tonight, they need to have all the confidence in the world and know that Trevor Lawrence is not crap. Know that Christian Kirk is not crap. Know that Travis Etienne, I'm going to eat him up all night long. Know that you are better. Confidence is going to win this game. Whoever is more confident going into this game will win this game, and the Saints have to be it. So pressure the quarterback. Figure out who you are on the offensive side of the ball and know you are better. That is how the Saints can win tonight. I'm giving you guys keys of victory on both sides of the ball. Giving you things that I'm looking for. Now, let's pick the game. Let's pick the winner of tonight's game. This is a home game for the New Orleans Saints. Jacksonville Jaguars are on a hot streak right now. They played 2 games over in London, 2 wins. They come back home. They get another dub. 3 wins in a row, but now they're back on the road. Thursday nights are always favorable for the home team. Thursday nights are always favorable for the team that has banged up players, right? Thursday night is favorable for the pocketbooks of Amazon Prime. Let's just be honest. But I am picking the New Orleans Saints tonight. I like the home team, and I like the fact that they are a hungry team. I don't have any faith, any trust in the Jacksonville Jaguars right now. They are such a bipolar team reverting back to last season. You don't know what you're going to get. You can see 3 or 4 games and they could be the best freaking team in the NFL. The most powerful defense, the most powerful offense, clicking on all cylinders, and literally the next week they lose to the Denver Broncos. The Jacksonville Jaguars are so up and down. If I was a Jacksonville Jaguars fan, like my man XD Gamer or Jason or whoever else is out there that's watching that's a Jacksonville Jaguars fan, I would be so upset with this team. I would be so upset with this team because when you look great, you look freaking amazing. Like, damn, baby, slow it down. And then the next week, you're like, damn, speed it back up. Like, figure yourselves out. But I am taking the Saints tonight because I think the Saints are more consistent. I think the Saints are a better rounded team. I think the Saints are better. And I think the Saints are going to know they're better, and they're going to come in and flex on the Jacksonville Jaguars tonight. Now, when you flex on Thursday night, it's going to be like a 17-13 score. It's going to be a nice low scoring, oh my God, this is boring to watch. But the defense is going to slug it out for the Saints. Defense is going to win the Saints this game. Probably get a turnover, probably get some type of pick six or something to that effect, but they are going to win this game. So give me the Saints 100% in this game. Like I said, I'm picking like 17-13, 17-10 type of score. Low scoring, very ugly game to watch, and just kind of, you could probably find yourself snoozing and then the third quarter, and you wake up in the fourth quarter like, oh, cool, Saints won. That's how I think it is going to be. That's what I think it's going to be. We got John People jumping in the chat. He says, good morning. Saints all day, baby. Saints all day, baby. He also thinks that they are more balanced. More balanced on all aspects of the thigh. Hoffy is in the chat. He says, what in the hell are you wearing? Listen, Sydney went to, was it Burlington? They have a lot of these cheap-ass jerseys. So she got me a Clea Mack jersey. But I'm like, wasn't Dick Butkus number 52 one of the greatest linebackers of all time? I got the Dick Butkus mustache going on. I got his jersey going on. Man, I feel like Dick, baby. Let's go. But honestly, I wore it to troll Brandon Combs, and he stood us up again, Hoffy. He literally stood us up again. My man is just like, oh, I overslept. But no, Clea Mack, all day long, baby. How much did you pay? Combs paying you, or did you lose a bet? I didn't lose anything. I was just like, man, the mustache is looking good. Clea Mack's looking good. I feel good. Man hour's doing good. Let's do it. Is he cross-dressing? I'm not cross-dressing, but I feel like I did. Like when I put on this jersey, I literally felt like my balls start to shrivel up a little bit. They're like, after this weekend, I'll send you a jersey you can rock. Okay, let's do it, baby. I will rock any jersey. Listen, I've never been a real big jersey guy, right? I've never been like, oh, I got to go get that jersey. Oh, I got to go get that jersey. But Cindy and I are doing the stadium tour, right? We're going to go to all 30 NFL stadiums, and I feel like I need to like support the home team. So I feel like when we go to Soldier Field in a few weeks, I feel like I got to wear a Bears jersey. When we go to my Hard Rock Cafe Stadium in Miami next season, I feel like I got to wear a Miami jersey. Like I feel like I got to root the home team to get the true atmosphere. Meaning, if I wear my Chiefs jersey, I don't want to get in a fight. John says Dick Butkus was 51. Okay, my bad. It's probably retired, isn't it? Nice retired jersey. Says you can wear my Tua jersey. Just give me that Tua jersey, baby. Give me that Tua jersey. But time to move on from the Saints and the Jaguars. We've talked enough about that. It is time to talk a little bit of if and a little bit of then. If and then, guys, is a segment that it takes us back to 5th grade science. You got yourself a little poster board. You got the color paper. You're typing it out. You type out the question, right? What happens if I do this? And then you write a hypothesis. The hypothesis has the if and then statement in there, right? If this happens, then this is going to happen. And that is what we are doing right here on Hypotheses Thursday. A little bit of if and then segment, and I tell you how it is. But I want you guys to play along in the chat as well. If you are in the chat, play along with me. Play along with me. So we got to go to Hoffy's former team. We got to start off with Hoffy's team that he has been riding for a very, very long time. And that is the New England Patriots. New England Patriots are kind of in a burn it down mode, right? Depending on who you talk to, they're like, fire Bill Belichick, but then people are like, out there like, hey, he's the one that made this. So Mac Jones has been benched twice now, so we have to talk about Malik Cunningham. Malik Cunningham was activated last week, played a little bit of receiver. I don't think he played any quarterback. I didn't watch the Patriots game because who wants to watch a 1-5 team? I'm kidding. I did watch the game. But the question that we got to ask, if Malik Cunningham starts for the New England Patriots, then what? If Malik Cunningham starts for the New England Patriots, then what? At quarterback, I should say. At quarterback. So, guys, obviously Mac Jones has been benched twice so far this season. Bill O'Brien's offense is not looking like it did during preseason, though. All the hype and all the surroundings around it. Now we see why Mac Jones wasn't playing in preseason, because they didn't want to see that dumpster fire in preseason and get all the fans upset. We'd rather have them upset during like week 6 and week 7. But If Malik Cunningham starts at quarterback for the New England Patriots, then Mac Jones' time in New England is done. Let me repeat that for the people in the back. Hoffy, your boy, Mac Jones. If Malik Cunningham starts for the New England Patriots at quarterback anytime this season, Mac Jones is out. Mac Jones will no longer be a New England Patriot if Malik Cunningham does start. Not because Mac Jones is not a decent quarterback. Not because Mac Jones is some noodle arm that all you people want to say and like all this other stuff. It's just sometimes people fit better at other places. Sometimes people are just not good in said location. Mac Jones needs to possibly go to a team like the San Francisco 49ers. He needs to go to a team like maybe the Green Bay Packers or the Dallas Cowboys, right? There are going to be suitors out there for Mac Jones moving forward. But if Malik Cunningham does start at quarterback this season, Malik Cunningham is not going to give that quarterback job back. Mac Jones, you are done. One play where he handed the ball off at quarterback was Malik Cunningham. The Magic School Bus. John says, you wear the Chiefs jersey for better parking. Oh. Okay. I see where you went there. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. We're not supposed to use a retard word. Send Mac Jones to TJ Maxx. He'd be a great cashier, boy. Come on, man. The Walmart Kingdom of Greeting. Why do you guys talk about man Mac Jones? If Beastie was on here, he would said the best quarterback coming out of that class was Mac Jones. Better than Trevor Lawrence, better than Justin Fields, better than whoever else was in that class. Mac Jones was supposed to be the dog. Mac Jones was supposed to be the guy. Guys, what has legitimately happened from year one? Mac Jones leads the Patriots to the playoffs. Year two, he gets the worst offensive coordinator of all time in Matt Patricia. And then year three, now he has Bill O'Brien. That's the problem, is Mac Jones doesn't know who his coach is going to be. The problem is that Mac Jones is going to hey, I've already been here for 3 offensive coordinators. I should get a pass, right? I mean, he should. He should. I'm just saying. Stop dogging, man. Mac was high on the 49ers list when they drafted Trey Lance. Maybe getting Mac in the cash on some capital while Purdy's stock is up. That might be a good idea. So, listen. Brock Purdy's making like $900,000 a year. That's a lot for us, right? But for NFL, he is like the lowest paid player in the NFL. So, can the 49ers afford to get rid of Brock Purdy and bring in Mac Jones? I don't know. I don't know what Mac Jones's yearly salary is or what kind of salary they would want. But maybe the Patriots would be like, look, we'll pay his salary. You just get him the F out of town. I don't know. Maybe. Patriots end zone. Wayne G is in the chat. He says year one. The problem is I have a better arm than Mac Jones. I don't think so. John says no. That Bama team was great without Mac Jones. Didn't they have Jerry Jeudy and Henry Ruggs and Jalen Waddle, and that team was really good if I'm thinking of the correct team. But if Malik Cunningham does start at quarterback for the New England Patriots, Mac Jones is officially done in New England. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say about that. The Philadelphia Eagles, they made some news. They signed a wide receiver by the name of Julio Jones. They're like, hey, our offense is looking a little suspect right now. We can't figure it out. Yes, we are 5-1, but damn it, we're just not very good. Let's bring in Julio Jones. Come on, Julio. A guy that's on his fourth team in 4 years. Oh, you guys forgot that? You guys forgot that he was on the Arizona Cardinals? You forgot that he was on the Atlanta Falcons? You forgot that he was a Tennessee Titan and now he's a Philadelphia Eagle? Come on, Julio. Bring your old ass over here that can't find the end zone. But the question is, if Julio Jones understands his role, the number 3 role for the Philadelphia Eagles, then what? Listen, guys, Julio Jones has not been very good the last couple seasons. You can say maybe it's, the teams that he has been on, the quarterbacks that he has been playing with, or maybe it's just a simple fact that NFL players, when they hit the wall, right? Chad Johnson, Randy Moss, right? You just hit the wall, and then all of a sudden you're like, wow, you're still in the league. Like, you're like your 18th team. But if Julio Jones understands his role for the Philadelphia Eagles, then what? All it does is put more pressure on Jalen Hurts. That's all it does. The only thing adding Julio Jones to the Eagles does is put more pressure on Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts already has 7 interceptions this season, and has been sacked 12 times. Jalen Hurts is quickly reverting back to his year 1 and year 2. Let's flash back to year 1 and year 2 for Jalen Hurts. We were all kind of like, yeah, he is good, but is he the guy, right? Is he the guy? Is he... I don't think he's our franchise guy. He's just a stopgap guy. Let's look to see who we got in the draft. Then they brought A.J. Brown in, and Jalen Hurts exploded, right? Had a great season. You cannot take that away from the year guy. Year 3, he blew up. Should have won the MVP. As a Kansas City Chiefs fan, and Patrick Mahomes winning the MVP, Jalen Hurts was the true MVP of the league, of the team. Well, they were 14-0 with Jalen Hurts in there, and when he didn't play, they lost 2 games. Figure yourself out, NFL. Jalen Hurts was the MVP last season. But right now, he is reverting back to year 1 and year 2. I feel like he's trying to force the ball. I feel like he is trying to, I'm the best, look at me. Dude, just know your role. Know your role, sit back and relax. And adding Julio Jones, I feel like he's going to feel like he's got to force him the ball. He's already been force-feeding A.J. Brown the ball. He's had 4 straight games of 150-plus yards. First receiver ever to do that, I think it was. Now you got to feel like you got to force A.J. Brown the ball, Devontae Smith. We forgot about him, right? And Julio Jones. Plus, you got DeAndre Swift in the backfield. Now, I'm not saying Julio Jones is the guy that he once was. I'm not saying that. But if Julio Jones understands his role as number 3, I guess in theory it could help the Eagles, but I just think it puts more pressure on Jalen Hurts in the end. Sorry, Eagles fans. Not a very good signing in my eyes. Back to Mac Jones to the 49ers here. They won't be able to afford Purdy's money. They can get Mac Jones on the cheap. I'm not for sure if I understand what you're trying to say there, Huffy. Drunk man. Patriots Enzo says, Julio? That clip where Jerry Rice comes out of retirement, TV predicting real time. So if you guys have, I believe was it a Lay's commercial where you had Dan Marino, Jerry Rice, Emmitt Smith, and Lyle, oh, we can play, and Randy Moss is snoozing, and Dan Marino puts on his glasses to read the play card, delay a game. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not saying that I forgot about Julio Jones, but you're not hearing about him, right? When he went to the Titans, you're like, oh yeah, let's go. Okay. That's all you heard. Then he went to the Arizona Cardinals. Oh yeah, let's go. Okay. Now he's at the Eagles. Oh yeah, let's go. Okay. Hoffy says he's chasing that ring. The dude is going to be a ball boy after he pulls his hammy week 1. Listen, if you want a ring chase, you should have went to the old Miami Dolphins. You should have went to the Kansas City Chiefs. You should have went to the San Francisco 49ers. The Eagles are not them. The Eagles are not a Super Bowl team. Sorry, guys. Position filler on Jones. I don't know what you're talking about there, John. John says you have to have respect for a 6'4" receiver that still has gas in the tank. Listen, I don't think Julio Jones has any gas left in the tank. I think Hoffy is right. I think he is simply ring chasing at this point. I think he is simply ring chasing at this point. I think Hoffy nailed it. I don't think he has anything left in the tank. Has he played 3 straight games in the last 6 years? That is a legit. I'm not trying to troll. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being serious. Has he played more than 3 straight games in the last 4 years? I don't think he has. He went to the Bucks TB's 12s last year. Yeah. I forgot about the Bucks. We all forgot about the Bucks. Scotty Miller was above Julio Jones. Arthur Brown is in the chat. What is up, Arthur? And he says, we don't need him. Listen, I don't think the Philadelphia Eagles need Julio Jones either. But Julio Jones wants the Eagles. Julio Jones wants the Dolphins. Julio Jones wants the Chiefs. Julio Jones wants a ring. Nobody needs Julio Jones right now. John, you can say he's 6'4" and has a little bit of left in the tank. Actually, I think he said he still has something left in the tank. Not even a little bit. That man says it is half full. Just give him a little splash of water, bada bing, bada boom. He's on full tank. Let's go, baby. Nobody needs a Julio Jones right now. Now, if it was Julio Jones from 4 years ago and he went to the Kansas City Chiefs, I'm like, oh, hell yeah, baby. Let's go. Buckle up, boys. But he's not. This is not 2018 Julio Jones. This is not 2019 Julio Jones. This is a Julio Jones that's been on 4 teams on 4 years. It has 16 catches the last 4 years. He is on E, and well past the last 2 gallons, he's on fumes. Hoffy says he doesn't even have gas in the tank. It's on E, and even the neck of the gas tank is like empty. My man says he's running on fumes. Hoffy, I think you're right. Question, is David in the chat? Is my man David in the chat? Last 3 years, 9 games with the Falcons, 10 catches. With the Titans, 10. With the Bucks, 106 catches last 3 years. Huh. A little bit better than I thought I reckon. I don't know. But David, this is for you. This is for you. This is for all the Chargers fans out there. John, Jim, I know you guys are resident Charger fans. You might claim you're Raiders fans, but let's just be honest. Once about week 9 hits, you're like, oh, there's my Chargers jersey. No. But this is for Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert on Monday Night Football just did not play very good football. He missed Keenan Allen wide open at least 3 times. His accuracy was suspect, and he was pressured play after play after play. You could say maybe Justin Herbert's play cost the Chargers the game. You can maybe say Justin Herbert is just not living up to his expectations. So the question is, if Justin Herbert can improve his play, live up to the expectations that we all think he can be, that he should be for the LA Chargers, then what? When we look at paper, each and every offseason, we see the Chargers defense. You're like, man, Cleo Mack, Joey Bosa, okay. They had J.C. Jackson, okay. The defense looks pretty good. Then you flip over to the offensive page, right? You got a little bit of Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Justin Herbert, Mahomes 2.0. What, you have a little bit of Cam Akers? What? This is the best team on paper. The Chargers, let's go, baby. Chargers 12, 13 wins. Let's go. Mark it down. Season starts, man. These guys just suck. These guys just suck. Why can't they figure it out? So if Justin Herbert can improve his play and live up to expectations one time in his career, then the Chargers are a very dangerous team. On paper, guys, the LA Chargers are one of the best complete teams in the NFL. Now, I said one of them. I'm not saying they're better than the 49ers, better than the Dolphins, better than the Lions, but they are definitely up there as a complete team. When you look at the AFC West, they are probably the most talented team on paper. Better than the Chiefs, better than the Raiders, better than the Broncos. On paper, the Chargers should win a lot of games. Justin Herbert is the reason why the Chargers have been flunking. Let's just be honest. You can call it on Blake play calling. You can call it on football IQ. You can say Brandley Stanley is just a shit-ass coach, which he is. But at the end of the day, Justin Herbert has to step up and pump the chest and say, I'm the man. I am the man. But if Justin Herbert can one time live up to expectations, if this team one time can perform like they can on paper, they are a very, very dangerous team. As a Chiefs fan, keep Brandon Stanley. Keep him as a coach. Keep Justin Herbert. Keep Khalil Mack. Keep Keenan Allen. Continue to be a 500 team. I love it, baby. Never get better, just be average. It is time to put up or shut up time for the LA Chargers. Sorry, David. I know you are a Chargers guy. All you Chargers fans out there, I'm sorry, but it's time to put up or shut up. If Justin Herbert cannot complete and live up to his expectations, it is time to clean house in LA. Clean house in LA. Listen, if the Chargers do not go to the playoffs this season, if the Chargers do not win a playoff game this season, clean house. Seriously, clean house. Start off at the top. Head coach, see ya. Mike Williams, see ya. When's the last time you played 3 straight games? Keenan Allen, see ya. Maybe keep Justin Herbert. Maybe. I think they did sign him to a pretty good deal, so it's probably some dead cap hit crap BS, which I think that's completely stupid. If you cut the guy, well, whatever. But at the end of the day, Chargers are just sucky. If Justin Herbert can improve and live up to expectations for the Chargers one time, they're a Super Bowl team. They are, but they're not. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Scroll back up to the top. I know I choose them at least 5 times. So you choose them to beat the Chiefs twice, the Broncos twice, and whoever the Raiders are playing, right? They finally finished the Robocaness. I don't know that word, John. They finally finished with Robocaness. I don't know. Their coach, Brandon Stanley, says Hoffy, is the reason why they suck nuts. Maybe it's the ownership. Because let's look at the Chargers' last few head coaches, right? They've all been rookie head coaches, cheap coaches, right? Maybe the ownership just needs to bite the bullet and pay a guy. Pay a guy and be like, look, be our guy. Bring in Kellen Moore, I guess. Kellen Moore, be our guy. I don't know if he would be a good head coach. Dan Quinn, come in and be our guy. Arthur Smith, I know you suck in freaking Atlanta, but come in and be our guy. I think the Chargers need to get rid of Brandon Staley, yes. I think they do. I think they need to bring in an established coach, a coach that has been there and done that and just kind of had that hard-nosed Dan Campbell attitude. Bring some grit to L.A. When you think of the Chargers, do you ever think of like a nasty, gritty team? No, you think of like help me up, buddy. You're a nice guy. I want a coach that's going to be like, help yourself up, bitch. Right? Like, L.A. would be a perfect team if they could get a coach like Dan Campbell and just added some, I don't know, what's the word? Some dicks to the team. That's what the Chargers are missing. They're missing some dicks. They need some dick-ass players. They need some players that don't give about shit about nothing. They need a Bill Romanowski. They need I don't know who else was a Ray Lewis. They need somebody that is going to help hold everybody accountable and just get in your face and not give two shits about anything but themselves. That's what the Chargers need. The Chargers need to get a playbook from the Las Vegas Raiders, and they need to hire some felons. They need to go to the LA County Jail. They need to get the biggest, baddest MFer. They need to pull some longest yard and play some ping pong with that 8-foot guy. Bada bing, bada boom, bring him on. Oh, I play. Like, that is what they need to do. They need to get some assholes. Get some assholes. Arthur Brown says it's a head coaching problem on the team. I think he meant to say it's a head coaching problem on that team. If it was a Bill coaching, that team would be a different team. Bill as in like a Bill Belichick or something like that. Yes. I think we all know the obvious that Brandon Staley is just not a gritty coach. He is a coach that wants to take chances all the time. He is a coach that, it's okay, buddy. They need somebody that's going to hold them accountable. Arthur, right? Hoffy, you are right. And John Williams is in the chat. What is up, John? That's a new name. I see John Williams. Welcome to the chat, buddy. Be sure to hit that like button. We are live every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. East Coast time. He says, I agree about the Chargers. Thank you. Somebody with the head is in the chat here, guys. Guys, John Williams. Take after him. John Williams agrees with like Buck. John agrees with me, so you know he's right. You know he's right. Moving on. Bryce Young. Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers, guys. They have not won a game yet this season. Bryce Young has not looked like a very good NFL quarterback so far. So I will not put the bust label on him yet. But I want to play the what if game. I want to play the game as like, what if something happens, right? What if Bryce Young is considered a bust in the NFL, then what? So, guys, if Bryce Young is considered a bust in the NFL, then the Chicago Bears have finally done something right, baby. They finally did something right. They got a really good receiver in DJ Moore. They got the Carolina Panthers' first overall pick this season. Guys, this might be the greatest thing in Chicago since ever, with Bryce Young being a bust. I'm not saying he's a bust, but if he is a bust. Either way, this year is great for the Chicago Bears. Not only do the Bears suck, but the Carolina Panthers suck. They could legit get number 1 and number 2 overall picks this season. So if Bryce Young is considered a bust in the NFL, or just a bust this season, the Chicago Bears have finally did something right. Chicago Bears fans, Brandon BC Combs, pat yourselves on the back. Pat yourselves on the back because the Bears are looking up, baby. Damn it, we can't win no football games, but when other teams lose, we do just as good. Oh, man, this Bear jersey is making me feel sick. Making me feel sick. Oh, man. All right, guys, that is going to be it for today's show. Another great show, guys. Another great Thursday show. Tomorrow is Friday. Man, this week is flying by. This year is flying by. Great times coming up here on Man Hour, guys, so stay tuned. Forever be watching for some changes that are happening. Hoffy and myself are working some things on the background, trying to improve your viewing pleasure. It would be better if Hoffy was on it. I'm just saying. I know, Hoffy, I told you to join, but you didn't. You did it. Neither did Combs. See you guys tomorrow, 10 a.m. East Coast time. We out.